But shoes and vintage wear seem to be pretty good, and nobody questioned me about filming, so that was nice. So let's go ahead and move on to the next Goodwill bins and start wrapping up these receipts. On to next Goodwill bins, which is the one on the southeast side, which I've actually been to before with my friend Mackenzie, which you guys probably know her, McThristy, here on YouTube. So I'm gonna go there. I haven't told her that I'm doing this video, so if we run into her, that'll be exciting. I did tell her that I wanted to link up again soon, but I'm just on such a time crunch that I don't think I would have time to like chit-chat and hang out as much as I would want to. Okay, we got 30 minutes to go. I kind of planned the route to where I could get the closest one, the furthest one, and then all the other ones are up as I head back north to the Sabo location. I've been here before. It's not too busy. There aren't too many cars in the parking lot. When I was driving, you guys, there was somebody driving crazy, and I like turned to look left really quickly, and I think I gave myself whiplash. So there's that. So I'm about to head in. I am going to set, it's 10:51. I'm gonna set a timer actually for 45 minutes. As soon as I walk in, so that way I have 15 minutes to kind of look at my stuff, decide if it's going to make it $25 or more, and so I can go ahead and drive to the next location. So let's go ahead and head in here and see what we can find.
Alright, heading in to the Sabo location, we'll go ahead and call it that. It was actually pretty busy. I got the last cart. Overall, this location is pretty clean, at least the first time I went and now the second time that I'm here. But whenever it has been, because these multicolored slippers kind of caught my attention. I've never heard of the brand before, L.A.N.O.R.A.S. And they're known for these yarn style boots. However, after running comps on them, it looked like I was probably only going to be able to sell them for about $15 on average. I ended up putting them in my basket and ran the comps at the end of this trip that did end up leaving them behind. Since shoes did well for me at the last location, I figured I might as well go ahead and keep with the trend. Found some men's Timberland loafers. I wasn't exactly sure what the style was, so I just went ahead and put them in my cart and shopping. There's some clothing. There's a lot to go through, and honestly, my neck was kind of hurting, so I decided to skip on that bin of clothing and go and check out all the other shoe bins to see if I could score anything good. The next shoe bin, I ended up finding these Fly London shoes. Unfortunately, it was just only one Fly London shoe, which is the bane of your existence when you are shopping at the bins. Of course, if you find a good single shoe, put it in your cart because you never know, you might find the other pair hidden somewhere else. But I wanted to show it in this video because Fly London is a good brand to look out for if you plan on reselling it. But they also just make really great quality shoes. But throughout the rest of my trip there, I see on the lookout for the other Fly London, but unfortunately, I never found it. So I targeted all the other shoe bins. And as I went to go look for another one, a new rotation just came out, so I went ahead and hopped over to that shoe bin and found these were some Circus by Sam Edelman, some very unique graffiti style boots. Grabbed those. Found some Attack Basics type of sport shoes. A little bit hectic. There were a lot of other resellers there. I could hear chit chatter really talking about what was good and what wasn't good. Went over to the clothing bin, sort of going through that. This was kind of the only space that I had. Found this silk blend banana color, just kind of a basic long sleeve tee, but because of the material content and like that nice neutral kind of color, I went ahead and grabbed it to run comps to see if it would fit my profit range. And then went ahead and checked out some other shoes to see if I could find anything. It was a little hectic. And of course, still on the hunt for that other Fly London, but to no avail. I did end up finding these little kids' hunter boots, and these are, one of the few types of kids things that I will pick up. I usually will pick up kids' shoes if they are in good enough condition or if they're a good enough brand. I figured these hunter boots would for sure get me that $25 profit on those. Hunter boots are great for, some money for kids as well. I went ahead and checked out some other clothing bins with another rotation that ended up coming out while I was there. I put in a men's Columbia fishing shirt into my cart to check the comps later because I know some will do well, and since this was a new rotation, I kind of wanted to move for the quickness. I found these little hidden cheetah coat shoes that I went ahead and put in my cart to check out the comps at the end. Found some shorts and found myself a cute little crop top in a neutral color that I just love, so I went ahead and put that in the cart. Went and checked out more shoes. I saw these Blowfish sandals, and sometimes this Blowfish brand can do well. You might be able to get about $20 for these sandals, but I thought with just this style in particular, I probably would only get about $10 to $15, which if that is your business model, then it can do well. Oh, and then I found these and other straight leather loafers. I immediately picked them up and knew that they were a for sure win. These will definitely profit me at the bare minimum $50, if not more. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go through my entire cart. This is what I do at the end of all of my bins trips. I found this one puffer jacket during rotation that people just kept throwing aside. It says RLX on the front, which is Ralph Lauren. So I checked out the materials on it. I had down and blue colors in it. So I went ahead and ran comps, and it retails for over $200, and I should be able to resell it for anywhere from $80 to $100. So that was for sure a great find. Went ahead and went through everything, chucked back some things that I knew for sure were only going to get me 10 or 15 bucks. I ended up running comps on these vintage coat shoes. There is a red mark on the back of one of the heels. I might be able to get it out, but based on my comps, I should be able to make a profit of about $30, I believe, on these. So I went ahead and took the gamble and kept those in my cart. Went through some more clothing, put some stuff back, checked out those boots from earlier, and those little kid bear paws were only going to sell for about $10 to $15, so I put those back. And I also put back these leopard coach loafers. They were authentic, but they were just too beat up for me to resell. So I put those back, and then I ran some comps on these new Tag ASIC shoes, and they were some men's wrestling shoes, which should sell for about $35 to $40. These are some Circus Missing Element graffiti boots, and those I should be able to resell anywhere from $30 to $40. Here's a bolo for you guys. It's actually a maternity brand called Lalaboo. This is called the Soothe shirt, which is like a baby wrapping shirt. It retails for about 75 bucks, but the resale value is really great with this brand, so I should still be able to make $40 to $50 on it. And finally, I picked up a few extras. This was a loft lounge textured button front shirt. Should be able to get 15 to 20 on it. And then I got a Victoria's Secret Sport built-in bra gym top, which should sell for about $15 to $20 as well.
I just finished up at Sabo, and it wasn't the best. There were a lot of other people in there, maybe resellers, and I just couldn't find a whole lot of good stuff. It was a lot of digging. I did end up getting 12 pounds plus a book just for me to style. I think I found a few good things. I found a puffer jacket from Ralph Lauren that people just tossed over because I don't think they knew the logo, and other stories, little loafers that I think are going to do very well, along with like some kids' hunter boots. There's just a few other little odds and ends. Not a whole lot there. And I did end up busting time again because I was trying to find some Fly London shoes, the matching pair, because that would have been great, but I could not find the matching pair to save my life. So I had to leave it there. It's probably in somebody's cart that was also like waiting until the end to find it. So such is life. Gonna head to the third outlet, which is the one over on Jester. this one already looks extremely packed. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here for. It might be a quick adventure depending on how many people are here and if anybody has some issue with me filming. But wish me luck. Hopefully I can still find 10 items that can profit me at least over $25 a piece. Let's go.
Alright, heading in, and I could just tell it was so packed in there. There wasn't a cart available at all. So I went ahead and made my way to the back, which is actually where the line started to check out, because I figured maybe some people threw some good stuff back. So I went ahead and went over there. The first bin that I went to, I saw this window pane pattern and thought it might be good, but it wasn't any good brand. And then I saw what looked like a hand knit item of some sort, so it ended up being a scarf from the brand Aran Crafts, which is made in Ireland. And it is 100% wool, hand knit in Ireland. This brand I have heard of before, but their sweaters are more like bolos. But I figured this scarf could still do pretty well. Maybe get about $20 to $25 out of it. So I went ahead and put it in my bag. Moving on, there was a shoe bin, my favorite. So I went ahead and started digging. And I ended up finding these A Solo hiking shoes. And I guess people here didn't know what this brand was, but it is an outdoor hiking type of brand, which you guys know I love. My husband actually owns a pair of A Solos, and let me tell you, they are very pricey retail. So I knew I didn't even need to run comps on these to know I could make at least 50, 60 bucks on them. However, it was a bit of a hunt to find the other matching pair, but luckily I went and checked the next bin and did end up finding it right next door. So that's a good little hack for you guys if you are in the bins, and if you're looking for a matching pair of some shoes, definitely check the neighboring bins because they might have been tossed when the rotation came out. Alright, moving on to some clothing bins. You guys, my neck was still hurting, so I didn't go too crazy into these bins like I normally would. I was kind of just scraping like the top surfaces of them, to be completely honest. I did end up finding this Urban Outfitters kind of off from that thermal top. I didn't know if it would make me, that $20-$25 profit range, but I went ahead and put it in my bag because it was in good condition. I figured I could run comps at the end. I usually check the inside tag as well to see if there's a style number on it to make running comps a little bit easier, and thankfully there was. Moving on to another shoe bin, and right off the bat I found these cute little baby Keens. If you guys aren't familiar with Keens, these should definitely be on your must pick up list. Some can go for more money than others, but they are a solid, fast flipper, whether they're kids, men's, or women's. These kids actually, believe it or not, will still sell for about $20, $25 sometimes depending on the size. So I went ahead and found the other matching pair and put those in my bag because I figured these would definitely be able to sell pretty quick for me, especially seeing that spring and summer are right around the corner. I did end up seeing these Allbirds wool sneakers, and this brand is good, which is why I'm going to keep it in this video to let you guys know about it. If you find these in good condition, definitely pick them up, but unfortunately these had some holes in the toes, and that's not in my toolbox of skills yet, so I had to leave them behind. Went to the next bin and saw these little suede booties, and these are by the brand Kate Spade, which is primarily known for her purses and sometimes dresses. Her shoes can sell, but they definitely don't churn the same amount of resale value as her purses, for example. But I went ahead and put them in my bag anyway, since I knew it was kind of in a crunch time and it looked like there were slim pickings because there were a ton of people here. Next, I found this interesting top. There was a clasp closing it in the front, kind of had like a suede panel on it and some kind of sheer detailing on the back. The brand is Ecru, E-C-R-U, which can do well. I did find some pants the other week that I still need to list. Go ahead and put it in my bag to run some comps because I thought maybe it could sell for at least $20 or $25. I went to another bin and saw this Spade detailing on a jacket. Thought maybe some more Kate Spade, but no, this is actually 20 brand, the Limited, which is a mall brand and is not something that I wanted to pick up at this time, so I left it behind. Did a little digging and I found this Victoria's sports bra, kind of has a navy blue, pink, leopard design, and these Victoria's sports bras do well for me. They're a fast flip, but still will only sell for about 15 to 20 bucks, but I went ahead and picked it up anyway because it was still going to make in the general ballpark of what I wanted to make. And then in that same bin, I found these Madewell like wash-thin shorts. Madewell is a brand that still does pretty well for me. And since spring and summer are right around the corner, I figured I would definitely pick up these shorts. Should be able to sell them for about, the $20 to $25 range. And I was checking for the style name, or at least a style number, and I did find it, so that will make finding the style name and stock photos much easier. It was so busy that I really didn't have anywhere to go through my bag at the end, so I just kind of found a quiet spot on the floor and went through it on my own. I made a little pile of things to for sure keep and things to run comps on and put back. I did end up putting that crew shirt back because there was a stain on it that I didn't initially see, so I went ahead and put that back. I did end up picking these vintage Vivace Moda heels just to see if they were any good, but after running comps, it didn't look like they were selling for much money, so of course I went ahead and put them back. Double checked the bra for any flaws, it was good, and then of course these Keens were a for sure pickup, and they were in good condition as well. I didn't have this filmed, but I did find this silk Alice and Olivia dress, and kind of the cool tropical jungle print on it. I couldn't find this exact style with my initial comps, but I know this brand does well, and I knew it was almost like modeled it for Poshmark that they would most likely sell for at least the $50 to $60 range, so I went ahead and of course picked that up. I ran comps on the Urban Outfitters waffle knit top, and unfortunately it looked like it was only going to sell for about $10 to $15, so I went ahead and put it back. After going through everything, I did end up only getting about 8 items from this location.